Potato. Okay, this is how we do it. So let me start with the front page of the local daily. Before we get into our discussion, let me start with the front page of the Star newspaper. Worcester, Ruto, Raila parties get 1.2 billion shillings windfall. That is Worcester, Ruto, Raila parties get 1.2 billion shillings windfall. Lopsided funding to cement dominance of UDA and ODM. That is also on the front page of the Star newspaper. And still on the front page of the Star is about Faith Kipyegon making history with the 4th world title. Gold medalist Faith Kipyegon actually celebrated after winning the women's 1,500 meters final at the 2025 World Athletics Championship in Tokyo, Japan. Again, a round of applause to Faith Kipyegon. Auditor, how Busia workers conned county in loans scam? How Busia workers conned county in loan scam? That's a report by the Auditor General, Nancy Gadongo, who revealed that around 128 Busia County employees disguised themselves as farmers to benefit from free agricultural loans, exposing the devolved unit to a possible loss of 50.7 million non-performing loans. That is according to the Auditor General. Mbobu's murder, over 15 people quizzed as detectives camp in slain lawyer's office. The probe continues. And now, how new voter registration could reshape 2027 polls. Okay. That is what's on the front page of the Star newspaper. The story, the story about Raila Ruto outfits to control 1.2 billion shillings political parties cash. That is President William Ruto and ODM leader Raila Odinga are poised to exert immense financial influence over the country's political landscape following the millions allocated to their parties this financial year. 1.2 billion shillings cash for the political parties. Okay. Still, finally, how IBC's new voter listing could reshape 2027 election matrix. Most of those targeted are Gen Z who recently acquired national identity cards. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has set an ambitious goal of registering at least 6.3 million new voters when the nationwide exercise resumes on September 29th. Okay, that is this month. Probably that's in the next 1 week or so, 1.5 weeks, so to speak. And now the Commission says that they're projecting to have additional 6.3 new voters, raising Kenya's electoral voice to 28 million strong. So that is what is here, having in mind that last election it was projected, it was actually that said that around 8 million voters did not participate in last general election. That is on the front page of the Star newspaper. Allow me just to bring in my guest to also talk about Faith Kipyegon. Walib, good morning.
Morning, Victor.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too.
Colin Soyu is the NAT Secretary General, and today I want us to talk about matters teachers in the country. Is there hope for the teachers finally? Is there hope for the teachers? And again, not even being NAT Secretary now, as a teacher, when you see Faith performing this way, this is pure talent for him, and CBC is here. And that's one of the pathways in the current system that we have.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Faith doing wonderful work and all the other athletes.
When Faith does that, teachers are proud.
Yes.
She all started in school. So we molded her to that. We have achieved. Great. Congratulations, Faith. Yeah.
Great.
I'm sure even the teachers who taught Faith are outside there, you know, enjoying and celebrating her.
Yes.
I must also celebrate her as the Secretary General of Kenya National University.
Exactly.
Yeah. Faith
doing great job. Okay, story on the front page of the Standard, very quickly before we get to a discussion. Unmasked, that is RJ Parkis. Agnes Wanjiru was raped and murdered in 2012, and her body dumped in a septic tank while her infant daughter was left to grow up without her for years that the name of the alleged killer, a British soldier, was buried under secrecy, denials, and suspected cover-ups. Now, with a suspect finally unmasked and an international arrest warrant issued, the crime that has haunted Kenya and Britain is back in the spotlight. Yet for Njiru's family, justice is still far from certain. That is on the front page of the Standard. And finally, and I'll also want you to get into this section. Free school funds drop to 7-year low. That is on the front page of the Daily Nation. Free school funds drop to 7-year low. The amount allocated per learner so far this year under the free day secondary education program has dropped to 15,614 shillings out of the expected 22,224. That is according to an analysis of the disbursements. With schools scheduled to close at the end of the next month, this would be the lowest amount since the Uhuru administration. So what we're talking about here is 15,614 out of the expected 22,224. A quick one. What informs this?
I think, Victor, it has been a complaint throughout. And you know much as I do, success of education is basically funding, funding, and funding. If the allocation drops, I think the person who now bears the trouble in school is the principal or the head teacher. When we were in State House just the other day, we did mention this to the president. In fact, the 50-30-20 ratio that was recommended by the Presidential Working Party on education reforms has never been met. When today we are told that there's that drop, I think we come back to what we agreed on. The president insisted, and in fact, he mentioned this to the CS, this should not happen. It takes a departure from the recommendations of the Working Party, which of course came up to streamline matters education.
Yes.
It is unfortunate that that drop can be there this time. How will heads manage schools? Do you expect us to manage schools through our pockets? It's unfortunate. And that is what I can say. Most unfortunate. It shouldn't drop.
Okay. So what are you going to do about it? Because now, when it comes to that, then it means it's already cast on stone.
No, it's simple. I just want to remind you of our visit. You know, the person with the last word is the president. And I think we must keep to his words. We must also challenge the CS. Why is this happening? Let the CS challenge Treasury. Yes, and Parliament. Allocation of funds derives from Parliament, Treasury, and the CS has to implement. So we are not badly off. We shall challenge this as soon as possible. You shall challenge that as soon as possible. And I want to say that as after our meeting in State House, there's yet another meeting tomorrow at the PS Education's office to review what we actually agreed on. So it has come. This has come in handy for tomorrow's meeting. I'm not worried. Why day school? Well, I think issues of day school, the support from the parents have been seen to be part of what should make day schools succeed. And this is why day schools are more affected than boarding schools. Okay. There's that cases of duplicate learner codes and suspiciously that has affected low enrollment. Does that really worry you as not? Come again? The case of duplicate learner codes in the education system. How are you handling that? Now, I think the best way to handle this, the government came up with KEMIS from NEMIS. I think KEMIS is a more advanced technology, will offer advanced technology that will get rid of duplication and even the issue of ghost learners that has been around in our schools shall be dealt with. You know, when we had KEMIS, heads were in total headache, both heads of primary schools and principals of secondary schools. So if we had an improved version of NEMIS, which is now KEMIS, I think we shall have some way forward in trying to sort out this.
Yeah. Very well. You had a meeting with the president, 10,000 teachers in State House. That is on 13th of this month. And a lot of things were discussed and a lot of promises were also made.
True.
Can we now say that there is hope for teachers, finally?
Total hope. Total hope. And just to make a correction, these were not just teachers. These were teacher leaders. These were teacher leaders. You know, when we say teachers met the president, it leaves some gap. These were teacher leaders. Reason for teacher leaders that what we got from our State House should be disseminated through the leaders to the rest of the teachers. Yes. Like, for example, Kenya National Union of Teachers has a structure, the national steering, members of the National Executive Council, the leadership in branches, 110 branches across the country. Those are the branch executive committee members. Then we sampled school representatives. We wanted the message from State House to go down to teachers. And that is why I say these were teacher leaders. KESHA, Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association, brought their leadership. KEPSHA brought their leadership. KUPET brought their leadership. The idea here was what we got from State House, what we got from the president should go down to the teachers back in their schools. Yeah.
Okay. A quick one. I want us to take a break, and there's so much I want us to talk about, including the CBA that is currently on, and the promises, how you are tackling the issue of career stagnation, what is the fate of the teachers in ASOL areas, etc., etc. Yeah. But the most important one, there is that promise of teachers to get 20% of the affordable housing.
Right.
And we all know that teachers contribute close to 13%.
Exactly.
You know, in the national kitty of the affordable housing.
True.
I want to look at fairness when it comes to distribution of affordable housing.
Fine.
Stay with us. We have got Collins Oyu, Nat Sekijen joining us here on set. We are taking a quick break, and we come back, the discussion taking its own direction. Stay with us. Welcome back. So the turbo is on. You were in State House and you said President William Ruto 2-term. That sounds political.
Kumi bila break. There's no politics in that. No politics, absolutely. Now, what we are looking at is the scorecard of the president. If you want me not talk about 2 terms, then who is there in the next term and what has he done? The president's scorecard on matters education has exceeded expectations. I hope you have children and they go to CBC classes. The best performance, exceeding expectations. Look at the scorecard. Employment of teachers.
Yeah.
Promotions. The CBA. Call it. This is what is there. You talk of employment of teachers. Which government has ever employed teachers to this level? 76,000 teachers on permanent and pensionable terms. Yet another 20,000 to come by the month of January. Before 2027, another 20,000. Before January, 24,000. Before 2027, 20,000. Look at that. Am I wrong to say, Kumi bila break? This is what we want. It is not politics at all. We are looking at the scorecard. And I want to repeat, this has exceeded expectations.
Don't you think it is your right? Whether you say Kumi bila break or not, it is a right of every teacher who qualifies to be employed without saying Kumi bila break.
But they've always qualified to be employed. What has other governments done? 5,000 teachers annually. And another 2,000 for replacement. Look, in the 3 years, 76,000, I want to repeat. By January, 100,000. You get? Before 2027, 120,000. If anybody wants to oppose that, I don't think that is right. We must celebrate what is right.
So what is the current CBA between you, the NAT, and other teachers' bodies and the government?
I think this is yet another achievement. You know, last year, SRC pronounced a freeze of all monetary CBAs. But we were able to talk to Teachers Service Commission, we were able to talk to the government, and lucky we are. We signed a CBA, both monetary and non-monetary CBA, on the 18th of July this year. It's an achievement.
What are the details of that CBA?
The details of the CBA are on monetary gains. It was 12.5% to 29%. You get across all the grades. Yeah. So this was to be spread in 4 years. What we have in this country and most countries in Africa is that CBAs go for a cycle of 4 years. You get? But the global recommendation by ILO is that CBAs, perfectly done, should go for 2 years. You get? So what we got was spread in 4 years. We requested the president, this, based on inflation, should be reduced to from 4 years to 2 years. He accepted.
Was that agreed?
It was agreed. This is part of what we shall be discussing tomorrow, before we now sit with Teachers Service Commission to agree when do we have a review to bring it down from 4 years to 2 years. Yes.
Okay. And what was the agreed amount?
For the CBA?
Yes.
No, it depends on the percentage that is there. Right now, the percentage is 12.5 to 29%.
12.5
to 29%.
Okay.
So it varies from one grade to another. One teacher of a specific grade does not earn the same with another teacher in another grade altogether. So it depends on your grade. The grades are from B5 to D5. That is chief principal.
Yes.
Certificate teacher is at B5. We even agreed, and this shall also be discussed tomorrow. You know, the issue of stagnation is and has remained the elephant in the house.
Yeah, I'll come to that.
Teachers have stagnated all over.
Yes.
So to have an improvement of this CBA, how teachers can move from one grade to another without stagnation, we must do away with the career progression guidelines. I saw it. I think we shall discuss it much later.
Just straight into it, because how are you tackling it? Because that issue has been a thorn in the flesh for the teaching fraternity for years.
True.
Which has also caused, and perhaps you also mentioned about it, that most of the teachers have attained the age of 45 and above. Some of them have not been employed. Some of them have not been promoted years on end. Okay.
The issue of age and employment has nothing to do with the CBA. CBA, I'll be the CPG.
Right.
CPG affects teachers in line with stagnation. And it is not so many years ago. This came in the CBA 2017-2021. You know, initially, our promotions were based on schemes of service. A number of years in one grade, and then you just proceed. But when the CBA 2017-21 came in, it came in with the CPG, Career Progression Guidelines, where automatically you only get promoted on common cadre. After that, it is competitive promotion. That leaves out so many teachers here. The issue of SOS was done away with. You remember NAT had issued the Teacher Service Commission around 2019, and this is what reduced our numbers as a union. Teacher Service Commission was very frank to say those teachers who want to be in CPG will be promoted. Those who would wish to remain in SOS because they are members of NAT, let them remain. So teachers exited membership of KNUT. I want to tell you shockingly, from a membership of 189,000, the numbers shrunk and reduced to 9,600 members by 2021. It was a shell. We had nothing. We had nothing. Yes. So until we came in 2021, we agreed with Teacher Service Commission, let us have our members again back to CPG. Can we promote them? And they were promoted, paid in arrears. Then the membership started growing. Leaving out the fact that CPG was so intimidating, so punitive. We wanted back our members.
Yes.
So as we speak now, Kenya National Union of Teachers enjoys a membership of 170,000.
Okay, it has shot from 9,600
9,600 to over 170,000.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about that issue of the stagnation and promotion. So what are the timelines?
Well, I want to put it clear that for us to get rid of stagnation, CPG must go. CPG must go. Because in CPG, we only have common cadre promotions as automatic promotions. The rest to the other grades, nothing doing, competitive, the numbers are so few, such that the big number of applicants who qualify don't even get promoted. For example, 2024-2025, the applicants were over 180,000. The number promoted was only 25,000. Look at that. Look at that. So you can stay like in one grade forever.
Yeah.
So what we want to do, and that will be now tomorrow's meeting, based on the agreement that we had with the president on Saturday, we are to say to the Teacher Service Commission to review CPG. I know, and my members also know, it was part of the CBA, what we signed the CBA, that CPG has to be reviewed in the 2025-2029 CBA.
What are the key highlights in the CPG that you'd want reviewed?
Stagnation. Stagnation. We want to have what you might call, a hybrid, SOS and the CPG itself, so that when I qualify academically at some level, I proceed to be promoted. You get? The numbers also should also be expanded.
Yeah.
And yet still, when I now go to grade 4 in primary, it is not a must that I should be an administrator. In the CPG, grade C4,
yes,
you must be an administrator, a deputy head. Grade C5, you must be a head teacher. So this is what is happening. When I proceed to be promoted to C4, and I teach in Nairobi, they look for a school, even in Kitui, even in Garissa, because I cannot be in C4, and I don't handle a school as an administrator. That is the CPG. When I get promoted to C5, I must be transferred to a school, to head a school.
Yeah.
That is what is happening in Nairobi now. And over 200 teachers in Nairobi have been transferred to Kitui. You remember the policy on delocalization?
Yes.
How it affected teachers? This is another delocalization from the back door. We cannot allow this.
Okay.
I have 4 months to retire. And because I've been promoted to headship, I have to be transferred to Baringo. And I teach in Nairobi. Is it fair? So, we must have teachers proceed to higher grades without making them heads or deputies. It is not a must that I have to be a deputy head teacher or a head teacher.
It has to be on merit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is not my interest. If it is not my interest, let me teach where I am.
Thank you.
Give me the grade.
Please elaborate on the fate of teachers who've been on an acting capacity for years and how you are planning to resolve it.
Very unfortunate. The Labor Relations Act is very clear. Acting capacity should not go beyond 6 months. Teacher Service Commission has had teachers acting even for up to 5 years. It is unfortunate. So we want to link this with the law and also the fact that when there is vacancy, promote that teacher after acting for 6 months. Teacher Service Commission know the law very well. I don't know why they're intimidating teachers.
Do you have the numbers
of acting teachers?
Right.
No, I don't have the correct number here, but they're quite a number. They're quite a number. We only get to know this when they get to interviews. What they tell us, I've acted for several years. And we've also been cautioning them, based on the CPG that we want to deal with, if you are in a grade that does not allow you to be confirmed as a head or a deputy, tell Teacher Service Commission you are wasting my time. Some of our teachers are in C2, C3, and they're made to act as deputies and heads. You know, when interviews come, you are not even invited for the interview. So it means you shall continue acting. Tell Teacher Service Commission, you are wasting my time. Place me in an acting position when I really qualify for an interview to promote me to the next level. Yes.
Okay. So, allow me to ask you this question. You've also raised the question of the teachers in ASOL areas.
Right.
What is their fate?
Well, 3 issues. These teachers are posted in hard-to-staff areas where, you know, the teaching force around that area, most of them don't qualify to head those schools. That is one. So most of them are placed in acting capacity, even without the requisite grade. Number 2, the security of these teachers is not guaranteed at all. So we've been calling upon the government, can we have these teachers protected?
Yeah.
You heard about the case in Baringo, where a blind teacher was just killed while on a motorbike, being ferried by a boda. Most unfortunate. And then we must make sure that these teachers in ASOL areas are automatically granted hardship allowance. Yeah.
And what is the agreement right now?
That's the position. That's the position. If one does not earn hardship allowance, the first and the sooner he reports that to us, we make sure that this allowance is pegged on the teacher as soon as immediate. Yeah.
You talked of delocalization, and this was also part of the discussion in State House.
Yes.
What is your stand on delocalization of teachers? It has been on discussion for many years. That started way back in the last regime to date. What is your position?
Now, delocalization must stop. Must stop. It has separated families. It has intimidated most of our teachers and reduced the teacher morale. When you are delocalized, you have a new home. You have a new home. Some of what you used to control in your other home is all gone. It is like you're another hell altogether.
Yeah.
Your family is not with you. You know, teaching culturally, you should be based in where you are born. You remember the Moi regime, and especially primary school teachers, because those students, based on culture, copy their teachers. Imagine a Muslim teaching in Rarieda, where I come from, the rural parts of Rarieda. What are these learners learning from you? By example, you know, learning begins with the kind of behavior that a teacher has. So the issue of delocalization, as the president came up into leadership in 2022, the best thing he did for teachers in this republic was to cause a total repeal of the delocalization policy. And teachers who are outside there, away from their homes, were rerouted back to their homes. Right now, delocalization is coming back to the back door. I just explained here that if I'm promoted to a deputy head and there's no school in Nairobi, I'm posted to Turkana. Where's the school? The morale is totally dead. So we told the president, and it's also part of what we shall be discussing tomorrow at the Ministry of Education, so that we forward the same to Teacher Service Commission. Delocalization has to stop. It has to stop.
Allow me to ask you, how many teachers have been promoted or will be promoted annually as per the CBA?
Well, we cannot talk of the number annually. Promotion of teachers depends on budgetary allocation. Yeah. I just want to give you a picture of what has happened the last about 3 years.
Yes.
2022-2023, Teacher Service Commission promoted about 14,000 teachers.
14?
14,000.
14,000.
2023-24, 21,000. 2024-2025, 25,000, about 532. Now we have 2025-2026. We're going to sit for the interview by around 6th of October. That is next month. Those who shall be promoted in terms of numbers, based on the allocation of funds, shall be about 23,000. So in total, if I'm not very wrong in my arithmetics, about 83,000 teachers promoted in the last 3 years. So we cannot actually give an answer to how many will be promoted in 1 year.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the allocation that is given for promotions. You remember the last 2025-26 allocation is 1 billion for promotions. 2024-25 was also 1 billion. So we told the president, this is just but a drop in the ocean. Remember I told you, 2024-25, the number of applicants were over 180,000, only to promote 25,000. So we told the president, this number, surely, for how long will teachers wait for promotions? And remember, the automatic promotion on common cadre is only 3 years. Then you start stagnating because you go for competitive promotions.
And what is your projection, or what is your projection?
Our request was 1 billion. 1 billion is just a little. Can the president have this doubled? He accepted.
He accepted 2 billion.
2 billion.
So that is going to raise the number of teachers to be promoted in the next financial year, 2025-2026.
Already 2025-2026
is on.
So
you're looking for 2025, 2026?
27. Yeah.
And what is the projection of teachers to be promoted?
About 50,000.
Around 50,000.
Correct.
From 23,000.
Yeah.
So what are the category of teachers who are supposed to be promoted automatically? Do we have that?
Yes, that is, we have what we call common cadre promotion.
Yes.
For after every 3 years, entry into the profession, you get promoted automatically. That is common cadre. For certificates, that is B5 to C1. B5 are the P1s then. After 3 years, they proceed to C1 from B5. Diploma teachers, entry is at C1. After 3 years, they proceed to C2.
Yes.
Graduates, entry is at C2. After 3 years, they proceed to C3. So after that, after the 3 years, automatic promotion, you now go to competitive promotion, where you must attend interviews for your promotion. And this is where we have the big headache. The numbers to be promoted on competitive promotions. And that is why we requested to the president. Our request was placed to the president to have this number, this amount even doubled. So the number is also doubled. Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's come back to the big issue here, the issue to do with affordable housing.
Yes.
How did you receive that information? First of all, when the president said that 20% of the affordable housing will go to teachers.
Yeah.
How did you receive that info?
Wonderful. You know, in 2023, the introduction of the housing levy, we did have a discussion with the president, and we gave our proposal, demand proposal, of between 15 to 20% be allocated to teachers. So when we kept on placing this request, we did a memorandum and sent to him. before we went to State House. So it was good news that 20% shall be allocated to teachers. Yeah. So how this will come, the advert will be there by Affordable Housing Board. Teachers have to apply within 6 months. Okay? Then through the affordable housing portal. Then upon the application, fine. If you succeed, you're awarded a house. After completion of payment, then the house is given to you. Yeah.
So it's upon you put your submission and your request, and you follow the procedure.
Not all will apply.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how will this affect the teachers' payslip? Because they are currently contributing to the kitty.
It won't affect the payslip because currently they are contributing. Okay?
Okay. So
at 1.5%.
Yes. So make me understand that. So 1.5%, if you apply and you qualify for the house, you'll be given a unit.
Correct. So it depends on the, it depends on the kind of unit that you want. 1 bedroom, 2 or 3.
Correct. Affect teachers' payslip.
It won't.
I wonder how this will, how will you pick the teachers who qualify? Is it from the Affordable Housing Committee?
Basically, there are regulations, and through the portal, you'll pick on what you want, okay? If you qualify for what you want based on, you are able to, so be it, you get it. I'll also apply for one, I'm a teacher. Yeah, so I don't expect our teachers down there to apply for the same. So basically, this will be guided by the regulations. We must sit and agree. This is a position. We just signed an MOU. Much more still should be done about it.
Yes.
We explain what is expected, how you can get there, how you'll be paying, and then finally...
Would you mind getting to the details of that MOU for the sake of teachers who are not privy to that?
We have it, and we shall be circulating the MOU to all our branches. Yeah.
But
after
based on
tomorrow's
the affordable
meeting,
housing.
based on our meeting tomorrow, we shall agree. Now, we are done with this. We now understand it.
Mind giving us a skeleton of the MOU?
Well. Basically, what is so clear, what should be very clear about the MOU is how to get to own a house. I've just explained.
Right.
The rest are just issues that are in all other MOUs. How you break out of the contract, how you get into it, and so on. Yeah, and it should run for 5 years. Then we can renew the MOU. Just basically what are in MOUs. Yeah.
Again, for the sake of clarification, see, a teacher is based in location X. Do you have to apply for affordable housing in that location, or you can apply in any location everywhere across the country?
Not a must. For me, I'll not apply for houses in Nairobi. I'll apply for houses in Mombasa, so that when I retire, I'll be very close to the ocean.
I see
so
what you've done.
it is based on your interest.
Okay.
It is based on your interest. Where do you want to apply for? Because, most of us shall not live in these houses. And to tell you for a fact, once it is an asset, you can even rent it out. Yeah. It will be a source of income.
What would be the repayment period?
This is what we are going to agree on. I think it is also based on the size of house that you want.
Great.
The strength of your payslip also. I think those are the factors to look into. Then they'll give you the repayment period. Yeah.
And how fast you are able to pay that.
Correct.
I want to take a break, but before that, just 20% of the affordable housing given to the teachers. And then now we also know that 13% to the national kitty of the affordable housing, teachers contribute 13% of that.
Right.
Do you think 20% is too low? Perhaps you deserve better?
We might not even go to the 20%. I told you, you are not forced to apply for this. And the notion about affordable housing is not also very, very, very clear in most of us. Some still say, I have my home. Why do I need a house? Sure, we must induct our members well. and properly about the advantages of owning a house.
Okay.
You know, teachers who teach in Nairobi and other urban centers will click very fast and say, I must own a house. How about those of us in the rural setup? We must induct them and tell them, you really need, this is an asset. You will retire at one time. You need a house. Forget about your home. You need a house.
Great. You know, in school we have a double lesson and a single lesson.
Right.
And there's always a break. I have a bell ringer somewhere sitting over somewhere. You did not hear the bell.
I didn't hear the bell.
Yeah, but the
I
bell
only
ringer,
see them. Who is ringing the bell?
the bell ringer said that we need to take a break.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
Thank
she's
you.
called Laura.
Oh.
We are taking a break. It's break time. Class taking a break. We'll be right back with Colin Soyu, NAT Secretary General. Tea time. In every classroom, there's a tea time in the staff room, right?
Then I want tea.
Yeah. He's coming here shortly. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Okay. And welcome back. Mwalimu, how do you welcome students when after break? How do you welcome them back in class professionally?
No, you can even start with actions that will, you know, energize and make them so happy. You clap your hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
You stand, stretch.
Stretch, clap your hands. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, turn backwards. What have you seen?
Say hi to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
But
Very
not,
well.
But not high five.
Not high five. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So we all have our cups of coffee. This is a breakfast show. Continuing with the discussion. So now, to the next question. I asked you a question of 20% fair allocation. Is it a fair allocation? And you answered, you said 20% is not the only, you know, it's based on how you'll get it. But now, just kindly explain to us, because I received a message that you can expound more when it comes to the teacher's pay slip. I think some people did not get it right for the sake of people or teachers or members who are not in State House and who are not privy to this MOU and the affordable housing. How it's going to work, who's going to qualify, and whether it's going to affect one's pay slip or not. Just that clarification.
I think we are all contributors to the housing levy.
Yes.
And of course at 13%, which is a very big percentage. You know, teachers are, you know, the biggest chunk of employees contributing to housing levy.
Yeah.
So we now qualify for Boma Yangu to own a house. So the 1.5, that is the qualification.
Yeah.
Going for a house now depend on the size and the weight of your pay slip, because you'll be paying for this house and finally you own it. Just for example, Victor, I want to own a house in Kileleshwa. Somebody wants to own a house in Eastlands. We shall not be paying the same. So the strength of my pay slip will allow me to own a house either way. Maybe the pay slip is too lean. I cannot own a house in Kileleshwa. My pay slip is not so committed. I can now own a house in Kileleshwa. You get? So how it will affect your pay slip, not because of the levy, because the levy is there. It will affect your pay slip in terms of what you pay to own this house.
Yes.
It is your choice for the size of the house. Yes. And that should be understood. We shall not be paying the same for the houses, because the houses are not the same. There's a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, single. Yes.
So basically it will depend on your availability.
So my teachers should understand that it is what you want that you'll pay for. And you're only able to pay for it based on the strength of your pay slip.
Very good.
Right.
That's the clarification there. So what category of teachers will qualify for the affordable housing?
All teachers will qualify. All teachers will qualify. If Mama Mboga qualifies for affordable housing, why not a teacher?
Why not a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay.
All teachers will qualify. They all contribute. Yeah. I can qualify for single bedroom. Others qualify for 2 bedrooms. It is your choice, based on your qualification.
Great. I'll go back to the question of funding. which is also, interestingly, is on the front page of the Daily Nation.
Yeah.
If you can tell us the case, you can elaborate more about the school funding and what is the projected increase.
Well, we had the Presidential Working Party
Yes.
on education reforms, and they really specified exactly categories of funding per levels of education. You remember ECD? ECD funding was to be at around 1,170, thereabout. Primary was to be at 2,000. I'm not so clear about the figure, about 2,200 something.
Yes.
Then junior school, 50,000, around 35. Then secondary was about 22,000. So it has not been so. The most unfortunate part of it. And those who are hardly hit on this are the high school, teachers, learners in high school. Because out of the 22,000,
yes,
there's another 5,000 that is not used by the school.
yes,
The ministry retains it
yes,
for infrastructure. We pleaded with the president, if this was the allocation, let us look for infrastructure funds to develop our schools. You know, the allocation was per child. You shouldn't dictate and say I'm withdrawing 5,000 per child for infrastructure.
yeah,
If anything, infrastructure is different from one school to another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why is it uniform that you pick 5,000?
yeah.
I think this should be this should stop.
When
Let the ministry look for infrastructure funds and don't retain this other 5,000.
Around 3 years ago, it was around 540 billion shillings.
Yeah.
What is the current increment?
It's about over 700 billion.
Over 700 billion.
Yes.
That's okay?
That's okay, but only if timely disbursement, timely and accurate disbursement based on the ratio.
Yes.
If you do 50% in the first term,
30 and
do
20.
30 and 20. I don't think all this hue and cry will surface anywhere. Yeah.
Where is the bottleneck, Mwalimu? Because, again, when you look at the disbursement, the money is there. The government says that the money has been disbursed. But school heads say that they don't have money in their accounts.
Yeah.
Where's the missing gap in between?
I think the government should be very sincere to our heads. If it is disbursement, let it be disbursement. Let it not be a story. Let it not be a story. In most cases, it has been stories all along. And even the ratio that we're talking about has never been complied to. At the end of the second term, remember 50 was to be for the first term.
Yes.
At the end of the second term, the completion of the 50. What do you think was happening in that school? Yeah. The morale, quality of teaching, all affected.
And what is the agreement? It should be paid before schools reopen, or what is the agreement?
Now, the argument that has been there, somehow we can understand it to some extent. But now upon the government to redo and make sure that schools are not affected. This is the argument of the government. Financial year begins in the month of June.
Right.
Right? Disbursement should be by January. Okay? So that complication of the beginning of the financial year and when disbursement of the 50 should come,
yes,
there's that contradiction and confusion. So we said, no, it is not our part. Work on it. Treasury is there. Reorganize yourselves. Let us have the 50 for the first term,
yes,
30 for the second term, and then 20 finally. Is it our business to see how to reorganize that? It is the government to reorganize that based on our complaints. Ours is to tell the government all is not well.
All is not well.
Yes.
Great. Let's talk about CBC for just a minute. How many, you talked about infrastructure.
Yeah.
How many CBC classrooms are, you can perhaps tell us, that have been built so far? Because the numbers continue to grow and students continue to do exams.
CBC at what level? Because the Presidential Working Party
Yes.
on education reforms, 90% public participation, domiciled grade 7, 8, and 9 in primary schools. So it meant that the government was not to get along building classrooms for grade 7, grade 8, and they only built for grade 9. About 16,000 classrooms were built. Yeah. By the beginning of the year, those classrooms were there. So, transiting to grade 10, I think schools have classrooms for our learners to get into grade 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talked of...
the issue was grade 9, which was perfectly done in primary schools. You know, the 8 classrooms were there before.
Yes.
So, getting into grade 7 did not need a classroom. Grade 8 did not need an extra classroom. The bone of contention came in as grade 9 were getting, I mean, grade 8 were getting into grade 9.
And that was a big issue in State House.
Yes.
Why was it a big issue?
Domiciling?
Yes.
You know, I think we didn't get this right. The moment you have public participation, and the majority takes it all, accept the decision of the verdict of the majority.
Yes.
I just told you, 90%, 90%, you know, advocated for domiciling grade 7, 8, and 9 in primary institutions. It should not be an issue. Grade 7, 8, and 9 in primary schools, without taking them to secondary schools, the advantages are there, very clear. You know, education is about access.
Yes.
Improved access and making education affordable. Suppose parents took grades 7 learners to secondary schools, grade 8 learners in secondary schools, and grade 9 learners in secondary schools. You know the cost. The level of dropout would have been, you know, in fact, beyond any explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when public participation was there, it was not for nothing.
Yeah.
It was to make, how could we make education affordable? How could we improve access in education? And more so, look at the age of those learners.
Yeah.
If Form 1s after class 8 were terribly bullied in secondary schools, how about a grade 6 child? Look at the age. Anyway, that was the other part of it. So, to me, there was no issue. If somebody had an issue, then I think that one was misplaced.
That was misplaced.
Presidential Working Party on education reforms, very clear. There's no complex, I mean, the English there is not so complicated. The book is not as big. Read and understand.
Fine. Does it really worry you that most teachers do not have a proper health cover?
As we speak now, teachers have a proper health cover. I trained in 1984-86. I came from college, 1986. Started teaching.
Yes.
We did not have a comprehensive medical cover. It was hell on earth. No teacher could be treated in Aga Khan, hospitals like Aga Khan. You could only go to dispensaries. Period. Evacuation was not there at all. You couldn't imagine a teacher being evacuated for treatment overseas. How? So, the comprehensive medical cover came handy. What we want to address, or what we should address, are the challenges in the comprehensive medical cover. Not that teachers don't have a proper we have a proper medical cover.
Right.
That is comprehensive. And we sacrifice our medical allowance to get a comprehensive medical cover. Yeah. So, we need to improve on the shortfalls in the medical cover. But we have a good one.
So what is the current pack of it?
Pardon?
You have a cover? and everything that's been sorted out.
Yeah.
Great. So there is a question here that you went to State House. Again, let me just take you back to that.
Yeah.
You went to State House. Why is it being politicized?
Those politicizing our going to State House are not teachers. So we are not worried about them. Yeah. Let them talk. The President of the Republic of Kenya is at State House. He called us to go to State House. We were invited.
Yes.
I'm not Kiswahili si mdomo changu, but a bit of
We will
Kiswahili.
forgive you for that.
Yeah. Mtu hakatai mwito, lakini anaweza kataa aitwalo. Ilikuwa mwito. You were called, invited.
Yeah. But what's the agenda?
Who is the president? William Ruto. He invites teachers, employees in this republic, and we have issues. Do you expect us to say no? You know what people think about going to State House? Is that you went there to be, you know, kitu kidogo. Nothing. We went to State House to have the president tell us why he invited us. From what he told us, now we had an input. The issues are discussed are issues of teachers. Our input was perfect. When he talked about employment of teachers, we told him, yes, we have a shortage of 98,000 teachers. Can you do more? When he talked about our CBA, he said, yes, very good. We had it. But can we scale down the cycle from 4 years to 2 years?
Yeah.
He talked of capitation. We told him it doesn't come as expected. What do? He gave a position. We talked about the sessional paper that should, you know, bring what was in the Presidential Working Party on education reforms legally in place. We asked him where the sessional paper. In fact, he commanded the CS.
Yeah.
Where is the sessional paper? Okay, first he asked Mheshimiwa Meli, the chairman of Education Committee, where is the sessional paper number 1, 2025, to actualize what was in the Presidential Working Party on education reforms.
Right.
Then Mheshimiwa Meli said, fine, it has not yet been brought to us from the cabinet. Then CS Education, where is it? We are bringing it the next 60 days. He said, no. Make 45. It 45 days. Didn't we achieve? We achieved.
Okay.
And even the employment of teachers, you know, we have teachers outside here who are age 45 and above, not yet employed. He actually pronounced affirmative action to have these teachers employed by Teachers Service Commission. Yes, we know most of them are P1 teachers.
Yeah.
The vacancies might not be there enough for them. But on affirmative action, they'll be employed. Didn't we achieve?
Okay.
So when somebody asks why we went to State House, I've given the answers.
You've given the answers.
Yeah.
But when you talk about what's the non-monetary component of the CBA?
The CBA, thank you. Victor, CBAs, people think of the monetary component alone. But by and large, as CBA, non-monetary components are great. For example, the last job evaluation for teachers was in 2015, 2016. We signed a CBA and agreed in this financial year, job evaluation for teachers must commence. Okay?
Yes.
Initially, teachers who went for disciplinary cases and got dismissed from the service, they went home without anything, regardless of the fact that you are even 59 years and 6 months. Only 6 months to retire. You went home with nothing.
Yeah.
What we signed here, and this is very great for our teachers, Teachers Service Commission shall pay every other teacher dismissed for the number of years he or she worked for Teachers Service Commission. It was not there. Is that not an achievement? It is great. We have what we call CPG, and I told you.
Yes.
The CPG in our agreement is going to be reviewed. We signed. What we had in State House was just to add some weight to what we shared in the CBA.
Okay.
Then again, another important factor about the CBA, non-monetary component, we have the Code of Regulations for teachers in this republic, guiding the management of teachers throughout. We must review the Code of Regulations, and especially on the qualifications framework. It is so intimidating.
Yeah.
We signed that in the CBA, and that is non-monetary.
Right.
For example, a teacher who has scored a C plane in KCSE and had 2 teaching subjects, proceeds to college, becomes a degree holder. That teacher is not allowed to teach even junior school. This is all about the qualifications framework in the Code of Regulations,
Okay.
which we shall have to review.
You have a meeting tomorrow?
Yes.
At what time?
At exactly 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you expect to have this memorandum sent across all the branches? After the
Completely,
meeting?
completely. Once we are from that meeting and
Yes.
we agree, we shall send the memorandum.
10,000 teachers were in State House. Each were given 10,000 shillings. That's
10,000 teacher leaders.
10,000 teacher leaders. That's 100 million shillings. That is a lot of money that would have been used for some school somewhere in Baringo, in Rarieda or something, Mwalimu, or even in my constituency, Kasipul.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That was transport for the so many.
100 million is a very expensive transport.
10,000 for a teacher from Mandera is just a drop in the ocean.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see that. And you are confident that you're going to win next election come next year?
Kenya National Union of Teachers.
Right.
Don't ask the obvious.
I need to ask you.
It is like questioning the obvious.
You're so confident.
It is confidence that brought me here. It's out of confidence. If you are not confident in what you do, and Mark, you're my teacher, I'm a teacher.
Can you mark yourself?
Yes, I can.
Self-assessment.
After others have assessed me, and I want to tell you, they've assessed me. They've assessed me.
Great.
I'm doing very well.
What is your message to the teachers?
Teaching is a calling. No single government in the world, globally, can pay teachers a salary commensurate to the work that a teacher does.
Great.
It is a calling. It needs a lot of discipline, because the young men and the young boys and girls that we lead will copy us. I don't expect a teacher to be copied in the wrong way. We are the shining stars of the society, because those we lead, we expect them to be the future of this nation. Matters of CBA, matters of changes in Teacher Service Commission, management of teachers, leave it to the union. We shall do it on your behalf. And we have the courage. We have the courage, and I want to pronounce our courage to be the courage of the fly that is able to take breakfast on the lips of a lion. On behalf of teachers, we shall deliver. Teachers support us so that we deliver for you.
Very good.
The
Thank you so much.
future is very bright for teachers in this country. Let's have hope. All shall be well.
Let's have hope.
Thank you.
Hope for the teachers. Thank you so much. Colin Soyu, NAT Secretary General, talking to us on matters to do with teachers and why they were given 10,000 shillings, 100 million shillings. I wish I was given that. 100 million shillings. Right now,
I spent it on my fuel.
to be honest.
10,000?
Yeah, no, 100 million.
No. Now look at it. Don't talk of 100 million. This is in the lips of every other person.
Thank you so
much.
It
was 10,000 per teacher leader.
Asante sana. Thank
Most
you so
welcome.
much for
Most
joining
welcome.
us. We are taking a break, and Mike is coming up with the next class. Right now, this class is dismissed. Stay with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, sir.
Good day.